Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Young Sheldon. This is our 14th episode of the 5th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for in the link in the description below. Just click it, put a password in, and enjoy. So, last episode, Sheldon seems to be making more friends at the university. You know, he's got his dorm room, he's chilling, he's studying. Next door, he's playing a lot of music. He's gone around to complain, and he's noticed that they're actually playing on a computer game. You know, Sheldon's interested, he's gone in, he's playing them. Got invited around to D&D. You know what I mean? They asked him, did he want to kind of stay over and play? He said, yeah. He went to ask his mum. She was like, no. His dad's going through a tough time. You know, he's been called into the, to the school. He sat down. He's basically been told, look, the result's not good enough. You know, we've got these boosters, did they call it, that are, coming for you. You know, they want off with your head, basically. They're saying that the team are not performing the way it should be. And they're potentially looking at other coaches. Now, he's basically saying get your acting gear, basically trying to survive and save your job. But I was saying in the last episode, though, it's not really his fault. It's a big collection of different things. You know, if you've got the prime best players in the whole entire world and you're playing terrible, then yeah, okay, maybe you can look at the coach. But like if it's a university and he's working with the best that he's got and it's still not good enough, that's not George's fault. You know what I mean? You got to recruit new people like they did with Sheldon when he elevated the grades. You know what I'm saying? So he's coming, he's upset, he's moody. You know, he's just said, Sheldon, yeah, whatever, you can start at the university. Mary's not happy with that. They're about to go into an argument before, she actually asks him what's up. He kind of breaks down a little bit, teary-eyed, she gives him a hug and all that. And, maybe that's what he needed. We said last episode. It's been a bit of friction between them recently. And, she's been doing time with the church. He's got this weird thing going on with Brenda. And, their connection's not been tight. However, maybe an arm around him, a bit of affection, show that she actually still cares for him is all that he needs. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes when we go forward. And then she ended up going to get Sheldon, who ended up getting really sick because he was having the time of his life eating all this candy, all these chips and drinking loads of soda. He's ended up getting to him, he's getting gassy and he's ended up throwing up. So it's like an interesting episode all around. I did enjoy it. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you do enjoy it as well, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Scientific rivalries are a fact of life. When two competing scientists work on a project, it can devolve into an intellectual boxing match.
Linkletter versus Sturgis. The tussle with no muscle. Eureka from Topeka. Grant Linkletter. Time 8:30. Rain from Maine. John Burgess Sturgeon. Bedtime 7:45 on weekdays. 9 on Saturday night.
The free streaming length of the axion is too long. It'll erase the fluctuations.
You're completely forgetting that it is non-relativistic dark matter.
You'll never have the resolution to see microkelvin features.
I cannot work with that creepy little know-it-all one more day.
I'm sorry, but are we talking about Sheldon or Sturgis?
Sturgis.
Thought you wanted Dr. Sturgis on this project.
I'll admit John has been useful, but now he's just slowing us down.
Doesn't value my input.
I hear you. That must be tough.
Ever since he was brought back, he contradicts everything I say.
I am counting on you being in charge.
Excellent.
You're the alpha dog on this project.
Very good.
I am counting on you to keep the train on the tracks.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. 20 on pump 4, please.
You got it.
What's this?
Promotion for the new lottery. Every 10 gallons, you get a free scratcher.
It's formula. This wasn't here yesterday.
Dr. Linkletter added it after you left.
I'm changing the estimate to Robert Dickey's value of 45 Kelvin.
I wasn't here the last time he went off his rocker. Is this what it looked like?
Before we go further, right? Half the shit that these guys talk about, I ain't got a clue, me. Like, I think it's baffling that somebody can be that clever. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've met smart people in life, but like, not ridiculously smart. And I just don't get it. Like, I mean, it's just amazing, really, how people could be that clever. And you know what's mad is, they're 100 times smarter than the average Joe Blogs, but you take them up to like the top level and they're probably nowhere near it, and that's what I think is ridiculous. It's crazy. And we had that little bout at the start where he was like Grant Linkletter, John Sturgis, and it had the IQs. Where can you do an official IQ test? I'm saying that mine's like 100 or something. I don't know if that's good. Like, it's definitely shit anyway. But like, I'd love to do one just to see like what category I would be in. To be honest, if someone comes to me and said my IQ's 150 and mine's 90, I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make me think of you any better than anybody else. Like I said, you know, Billy's IQ's probably about 10, but like I love Billy. You know what I mean? He's sound. So, but I'd love to take a test. I mean, if it takes like an hour to do it, there's no chance I'm ever doing it. I'd rather have a 0 IQ, you know. But I'd be interested to see where the official ones are, where you could go and have a go and see if you could try and even answer any of the questions. He's gonna win on it, ain't you?
Ooh.
What are you doing with that?
I found it.
Well, it is mine, and I threw it away for a reason.
It's mine now, and I might win $500.
How can you throw 500 away? Like, you just can't.
Half of that's mine. I prayed for it.
Go to your room.
It may be hard for both of you to hear, but President Hagemeyer put me in charge.
I know for a fact that isn't true because she put me in charge.
I said to each of you, let's keep this between us. And I'm a little disappointed that you broke my trust. Well, I hope that you're starting to see the challenge I face putting any of you in charge.
Well, who's it going to be?
Gentlemen, I'm Dr. Carol Lee, director of the new Experimental Cosmology Center.
Sounds like she can handle it.
Lord, please forgive me. I shouldn't have finished that scratcher. That was wrong. Though, I didn't buy the scratcher. So, is that even gambling?
Why's Missy saying we're rich?
I suggest we mount a
Just before you go, right, she has got a fair point. She didn't buy anything. To be honest, right, to me, gambling is where you stake something in return. So I stake $10 for, I don't know, the Eagles to win the Super Bowl because they did this year. And it's like, that's me doing a stake hoping for a return. If somebody walks up to me and goes, here you go, here's a leaflet, if you open it, there could be $10 in there, or there could not be, you know, that's not gambling. It's just taking a risk. She went in and bought gas, and they basically give her a coupon that you could win or you couldn't. Yeah, it's a scratch card. She didn't pay for it. Not gambling. You know what I mean? Like, she's playing a game. I get it. I understand it. If you buy it with your own money, you are gambling. You're doing an exchange hoping to increase. But she was just gifted a present, let's just say. So I personally think that it's a grey area, but I wouldn't class it as gambling because she's not, you know what I mean? She's not got a stake in anything. She's just had a go and got 500. And how can you throw that away? Honestly, $500. How can you throw that away? That could be if she filled up a tenner a week. That's only 40 for 1 month. That means that she could get 10 months out of that for $400. Well, it makes it basically get the whole year near enough. You know what I mean? Like, out of that, if she wanted to just do it $10 every week. So, I don't know. I would definitely be cashing it in.
We'll pick a small region of the sky and drill down.
Whoa, pump your brakes. We need at least a 45 square degree sector of the sky in order to take any meaningful readings.
Do I need to separate you? Or can we try to put our minds together for the advancement of science?
It's not a puppy, Mary. It's $500.
It is gambling.
Then why'd you buy the ticket?
I didn't buy it. They gave it to me at the gas station.
Okay, well, that sounds like a gift from God. You don't want to make it.
That's what I was saying. It's a gift.
That is not how God works, George.
What if he wanted you to have it to give to the church?
Yes, a dishwasher might be nice.
There you go. Get a dishwasher.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Carrying pulsars 75 feet up a wet metal ladder. When there was an earthquake.
We should set up several radio telescopes on different rooftops in an array.
这个小孩有没有消停的时候？
See, Sheldon, that's way.
I heard my name. What are they saying?
I don't speak Mandarin, just a little French.
I feel like my contributions aren't being taken seriously.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. But I'm listening to everyone's contributions.
I think it's because you're using your feminine wiles. I'm not sure, but you are wearing lip gloss and seem to have good hygiene. And if you're trying to use them on me, it's not going to work.
I hear you, but...
Go. Wait, that's no in Klingon. Do you speak Klingon?
I looked up that one word. I had a feeling it would come in handy.
I don't know, George. These are really expensive.
You won the money. Spend it.
The way we got the money, it just doesn't feel right.
So you're telling me you're never okay with bending the rules once in a while?
That's not how being a Christian works.
Just helping you be a good Christian.
I was mere feet away from the person who had been mean to me since she tried strangling me with her umbilical cord.
Enough people being mean to me right now. Sorry. Can you help me or not?
It's you against a bunch of college professors. I don't think you can win this one. Do any of them have pimples?
No.
Too bad. I've done a lot of damage with Pizza Face.
See, in relation to that, right, I think that she's come in, she's trying to take over the project. I'm not trying to say that she's trying to use her charm to seduce both of them, so like she can just get her own way all of the time. But that's how it was kind of looking. It seems like these guys are showing her interest, just maybe general interest, but it seems like she's trying to get them on her side and she's just shutting Sheldon down consistently. You know what I mean? And that's not really how a team should be. You should be listening to all ideas. You might come up with terrible ones consistently and yours don't get picked, but she's not even giving it a thought. Do you know what I mean? It's just a no straight away. And also, I don't think Mary understands the severity or the weight of the situation. If I was George, I would go to the bank, I would withdraw $500, I would hold it there, and I would go, right, I'm going to drop that in the bin. Yeah? Don't get it out. There's 500 in the bin. There you go. Throw it out in the trash, put it outside. Because that's basically what you're doing. All right, you've not got it in a physical paper form right now, it's just that card, but you've got the $500, you might as well just dash it in the bin, throw a match on it, burn it. Do you know what I mean? You're absolutely just wasting it for no reason. Her logic, what she's saying, doesn't make any sense. You know, if she went and cashed it in and give it to the church, oh, it's fantastic, what a great idea. If you give it to yourself, oh no, it's a sin. It's double standards.
Just took the ticket and stormed off. I don't know why he cares so much about a dishwasher.
Maybe it ain't about the dishwasher.
Well, what is it then?
Mary, I love you, but sometimes it's kind of like you're waging a war on fun.
$500. I guess drinks are on you. Fine, but is that all you got from my story? I mean, would it kill her to loosen up once in a while? The other night I drove by the church. I saw Mary and that new youth pastor just hanging out on the curb. She's capable of being fun, just not with me.
Can I point out that you weren't exactly like this when y'all got married?
So I'm not allowed to grow?
Apart?
If you think you're upset about a $500 scratcher, try sitting home alone with half your money gone.
Yeah, that is facts, that, innit?
You're going to say something about love and vows. Half, George. This is yours. And if you don't feel right spending it, then you should do whatever you want with it.
You know, I've been thinking that maybe it isn't the end of the world if we spend it on something fun. Oh, we could go to Houston, see the Escapades.
Let's keep thinking.
I needed to do was get into Dr. Lee's office and swap the coordinates. Nothing could stop me.
Dang it. To do with that a lot, huh?
First month I was here, people kept assuming I was the president's secretary. No, I just told them that the president was too busy to see them, and I cut their funding.
Can you believe there were only 3 women in my major?
About the guys.
Either too scared to talk to me or trying to talk me into being horizontal. An experimental physicist. I can build anything I want to protect my work. To my kids, I am very familiar with the movie Home Alone.
After a lot of apologizing, a little begging, and a note from my mother, I was allowed to keep my role on the team.
Very relaxing.
Kind of makes the rest of the kitchen look trashy.
Ooh, it has a temperature boost sensor.
Ooh.
Where are you going? You're going to miss the rinse cycle.
I'm not missing anything.
Ooh, it beeps. Look up beep.
Right, I am not being funny, right? But dishwashers are next level. They really are, right? Honestly. So, I don't know how it's even possible to have thousands of dishes and plates when you cook a meal, right? But it just happens. So, I'll be making, like, tea for me and the girlfriend, and then I'll just look around and I'm like, fucking hell, man. I've got 5 pans and 4 plates and 5 dishes all done. Like, what is going on here? So, like, you've got something on the stove there, you're trying to wash this pot here, and then you go back over there, try and clean as you go so it's not all done. And then it's all, you stacked it all up and it's drying on the side, and it's just, oh, it's just absolute effort. Like, I lived a year doing that, you know, like, I had a dishwasher and I moved into this house and we didn't have it. It was a shitty tiny kitchen and it was just cleaning, moving everywhere. It's like living on your stuff, just moving it around constantly, trying to clean when you're cooking. And then scrapped that, smashed it down, put a new kitchen in, got a dishwasher now. I love it. Honestly, love it. Like, people moan that, oh, I can't be bothered emptying the dishwasher. There's loads of... No, you can't be bothered scrubbing and cleaning them dishes every day. Takes me 5 seconds to empty that dish, whip it down, get the plates out straight in the cupboard. Oh, mate, that is how I was when I got mine. I'm buzzing about it, honestly. I used to spend probably 30 minutes a day washing dishes. And you might not think that that's a lot, but that's 30 minutes I can't be arsed with when I get home from work. You know, I get up sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got to walk the dog and drive to work. Do you know what I mean? And I get home at 7 at night. And got to walk the dog again and have tea. And the last thing I want to do is be stood in the kitchen scrubbing dishes for 30 minutes. Can't be arsed with it. I would pay money to get it in there at least a bit. It's like a cat litter box, for example. Yeah, your cat can crap in the litter box and you just get it and scoop it out. It's effort. It stinks. Paid like 500 quid to get some robot one I've got. As soon as a cat has a crap in it and gets out of it, it spins round, shovels it into its own bin. Is it a rip-off? Oh, 100%. Absolute rip-off. Is it worth it? 100%. I buy it again. If it broke today, I buy another one, even though I know that that's not worth the money. But it is, because my time is saved, and that's what that dishwasher does. Are they expensive? Dead right. Is it just so much better? Makes your life so much easier? Ah, 100%. It is a necessary luxury. They're great stuff. Dishwashers, fantastic. If you've got the time to clean it, go for it. But I was like that, me. I was stood there, I was buzzing off it, I was doing all the cycles. Absolutely love it. And to be honest, as well, they get way more cleaner than you do it yourself. Sometimes you might have a little bit of streak in it or something because your dishwater has got a bit of, I don't know, might have had an oily pan, a bit of oil got into it. So when you wiped it, there's a bit of streak in it. You know what I mean? You got to clean it, buff it again. Not with a dishwasher. Nice and warm, perfect, heat cycle or whatever. You get your tablet in there, boom, 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 sparkly clean. I love it. Passionate about the whole cleaning. So yeah, I get it. I mean, a family vacation would have been a great option, to be honest. If they'd not been on vacation for ages and they got given free cash, I would go away. I remember one time before, I think I got a raise at work. Let's just say it went up $500 a month, yeah? I was on that wage for about 5 months before they realised that, like, I should have been back paid. You know what I mean? And basically, I might have got the wage in December, but they're like, it should have gone up in April. So we're going to back pay you from April to December. And I got like 2,000 just given to me. And it's like, mate, that's free money. To me, that was money that I never knew I was going to have. That was money that I never anticipated. It was just free money that got given to me. Like she just got with that 500. And I was just like, that money's in, straight out on holiday, straight out on this. Boom, mate. I've just got 2 free vacations this year for money I didn't know had, didn't know it was coming, didn't plan for. You know what I mean? And that's the same. Yeah, okay, it's expensive like George was saying, but mate, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. Get the best you can. You know what I mean? Literally, go for it. So I get it, and I'm happy that Mary's actually done something decent. You know what I mean? Instead of being boring, because I like her, but she's boring, isn't she? Let's be honest. Call a spade, she's boring. Okay, that's gonna wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Still not seeing any continuation of the Georgie storyline with his new girlfriend or whatever. I mean, would you class her as his new girlfriend? I don't really know. We're not even seeing the aftermath of it. We're not even seeing Mima actually, mention what she saw to him. I would have thought that she would have kind of lingered it over his head and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And threatened to tell his mum and get him to do loads of stuff for her and that. But I'm not really seeing it. We've just seen this project here. Linkletter and Dr. Sturgis, which I don't mind, to be honest. They're both alright. They were good pairing together. However, they've drafted this woman in to help obviously push the project forward because he seems to not be able to come to a decision. And to be honest, my first impression of her is not the best one. Didn't really like her. I feel like she was trying to take control of herself and make it like her project, even though she should just be the mediator. She's not actually involved, or is she? I don't really know. Like, I would have thought that they're involved and she's there to deviate the answers. So if someone says we're doing this, this, and this, and then they start arguing, she'll be like, look, no, we'll go this way. We'll do that one. You know what I mean? That's it. We settled it. That's the path we're taking. But she's just shutting down Sheldon constantly. She's in there moaning about stuff as well. I'd be interested to see where we go with it, honestly. We would be, but going back obviously to the scratch and getting 500, they've got a dishwasher, and I was just saying a minute ago, I spent literally 500 on a cat litter box. Like I said, everybody who sees it thinks, mate, that is sick. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to shovel the crap consistently. Once a week, all you have to do is open the thing up, take the tray out, tie the bag, launch it, put some new cat litter in, close it. it's just, I don't have to go to it every day. My house is not stinking of shit where it did before. And I'm like, yes, that is expensive, and is it worth the money? I actually don't know. For me, who can afford it, and I'm not saying that in like a cocky way, but me who can afford to spend 500 on that, to me, it is 100% worth it. People who are on a lesser wage, working day to day, it's not worth. It might not be worth it to them. Value for money, it benefits me. It does. The dishwasher benefits me. You know what I mean? I can look at it and I can say, wow, that's expensive. But I can also say, is my life better? Is my, you know what I mean? Like, have I got a hole burnt in my pocket? You know what I mean? Not really, no. Like, yeah, okay, it was expensive, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Do you know what I mean? Necessary buy. Where my question is, what is something that you've purchased in your life that you completely 100% know that is so expensive and you have been ripped off, but it gives you the joy? Do you know what I mean? Like the purpose. Dishwasher, that automatic litter tray does the purpose for me. I get a notification every single time on my phone there, which cats used it, how much they weigh. You know what I mean? I can monitor the health. It's great. It's perfect. And it's like, have you bought something in your life that you're absolutely in love with, but you acknowledge that was so expensive and it's just ridiculous? You know what I mean? It may be a purse, it may be earrings. You know what I mean? Like $2,000-3,000, and everybody's like, wow. But you're just like, brings me happiness. You know what I mean? So like, to me, the value is totally worth it. I'd be interested to know, because everybody's going to have a total different spectrum. You know what I mean? Like, mine's a dishwasher. Yours could be, like I said, a car, an earring, a phone. You know what I mean? I'm excited, but please let us know. I'm really, really intrigued to see the comments. Thanks for checking out today's, though. If you did enjoy the episode, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.